Karmic loops versus quantum leaps. Breaking free from repeating lifetimes and patterns. Welcome to Orion Luminara Akashic Transmissions. Today we're exploring one of the most misunderstood yet deeply impactful aspects of soul evolution. Loops that repeat across lifetimes versus the breakthrough moments we call quantum leaps. This is not about surface-level spiritual practices or quick fixes. It's about doing the hard work to understand the architecture of recurring patterns and making energetic choices that change your trajectory. Let's start with these repeating loops. What are they? These are unresolved imprints of thought, action, and energy that keep cycling through lifetimes. They are not punishments. They are the soul's repetition of unintegrated lessons. Think of them as energetic muscle memory. When we don't fully integrate a lesson, like learning boundaries, speaking our truth, or letting go of control, we unconsciously recreate scenarios that offer us another opportunity. They might show up as repeated relationship dynamics, unshakable emotional triggers, chronic physical issues without medical explanation, career stagnation, an unexplained sense of inner limitation, and so forth. These are not random. They're soul-designed attempts to bring something full circle. But if we keep reacting the same way, whether through blame, denial, or avoidance, we stay in the cycle. Where do these patterns originate? Often from previous lives, ancestral lines, or early imprinting in this lifetime. The Akashic records show that the soul works across dimensions of time, and unresolved frequency carries forward like unfinished code. When a pattern repeats, it isn't just asking for awareness, it's asking for integration. Integration isn't a concept, it's an embodied choice. It's recognizing the pattern, witnessing your historical reaction to it, and disrupting it in real time. That's when the cycle begins to lose power. What are quantum leaps? Quantum leaps are not dramatic external changes. They are internal recalibrations that shift your entire timeline. When you make a conscious decision that interrupts an old frequency, you create a rupture in the old energetic script. That rupture is a doorway. Quantum leaps occur when you respond differently to a repeating trigger. You say no where you used to say yes to survive. You stop rescuing, enabling, performing, or pleasing. You make a choice rooted in self-respect rather than fear. These shifts may look small from the outside, but energetically, you've just changed the trajectory of your lifetime. How to know you're ready for a leap? Readiness isn't about having it all together. It's about reaching a point of soul-level fatigue. When the weight of the repetition becomes unbearable, something in you becomes ready to choose differently. This is not about waiting for rescue. It's about becoming brutally honest with where you're still choosing the pattern, and where you're finally willing to choose differently, even if it costs you comfort, approval, or the familiar. Here are some grounded questions to ask for practical inquiry. What pattern do I keep repeating despite my awareness? What belief is anchoring me to this cycle? What am I afraid will happen if I choose differently? What is the cost of staying here? What would it look like to respond from my future self? The Akashic perspective. In the Akashic records, we see not just the origin but the energetic momentum behind these patterns. The soul is not seeking comfort, it is seeking coherence. The records often reflect not only the loop, but the soul's quiet insistence that it is done repeating it. Quantum leaps don't always feel like freedom at first. They often feel like grief, because you're letting go of the version of you who needed the cycle. That identity has to dissolve for a new one to emerge. Closing the transmission. You are not broken. If you're in a repeating pattern, it's an invitation, not a punishment. It's precise. And when you respond from your future self, from the healed, sovereign you collapse timelines and alter your Akashic imprint. The records are not static. They reflect the now. Every time you choose differently, the story updates. Thank you for joining me today. If this resonated, sit with it. Let it work on you. Until next time, stay brave and keep listening.